Okay, so we have a few things to check out before we go out and about into the world. First of all, I built a storehouse. There's a reason for this. It maybe seems kind of obscure and pointless, but we need to go check it out. And I think we sent out some followers. I did this, I think, I forgot if I did this on camera last episode or not, but I sent out some followers. So patrol mission specialist, what is this? Complete garrison patrol mission, okay. You completed missions. And our reward is experience for the followers, sure. And then I sent out another one here. And this one gave us some shimmering gauntlets, which I think would be an item level upgrade for us. We have another mission available. So let's send out... Neither of these seem to necessarily conquer this particularly, but let's send them out anyway. And we apparently have another one here. I don't have followers for them. Okay, it's fine. So let's create our soulbound item for ourselves. Is that even an upgrade? No, it's actually not. That's kind of sad. I was hoping for an upgrade. Now, it's okay. We are going to open up our storehouse. Is that what it's called? Storehouse? I think so. Storage unit thing. Let's go check it out. There is a reason for this, and it's a pretty dumb reason. If my hunch is right. Storehouse level 1. Cool. And also let's get our timer going and banker. Gather 5 crates of surplus materials. Ma'am, the storehouse is fully operational, and I've seen to it your supplies are safely stored away and accounted for. Unfortunately, during the rest of my audit, I found that we were missing a few crates of surplus material, probably placed by one of the porters. If you happen to come across any of the surplus crates, while making your rounds, please bring them to me and I'll update our ledger.
What's on your mind?
Let's go get the supply crates. I think it actually makes this usable. It also seems super easy, so let's just go do that. I guess I can't mount and loot those, it's fine. Alright, they're just like all over the place, but they're pretty easy to pick up. And I need one more. There we go. Next to the outhouse. What happens if I click the outhouse? Just staying regular. Leave yourself in the garrison? What? How do I get out of here? Is there any purpose for that? You feel lighter on your feet. It's amazing. Do I run faster? I really hope so, but I doubt it. Okay, let's go turn our quest. Easy enough.
Welcome.
Alright, 13 gold, 14,400 experience. I actually don't think I want to do a dungeon today, but I want to check. See, okay, so I still got Iron Docks, only the other one.
How are you?
Banker. Okay, hold on a minute here. This is what I was looking for. I have no freaking idea when I got this. This is what happened on Twitter the other day. Someone heard me talking about this in game, like a few episodes, in a recording, a few episodes back, and I said, "Oh, I don't know where I can't afford it. Like, I don't have the gold on my tune here to buy it yet." And someone took a screenshot of me literally highlighting it from when I was in Pandaria. So at least back in Pandaria, I've had this. I remember someone giving me something like this, but it just didn't click in my head, and I forgot that this was what was given to me. Pippers just ran by. I'm sure I thanked whoever sent it to me at the time, but if I didn't, I'm really sorry, and I am so thankful for this, because this is a really expensive item. It's actually really hard to get. You either farm it yourself as a warlock, it's the only way for it to drop, or you buy it, and the price on Illidan, my main level character was like 40-something thousand, at least like 40 to 50,000 gold. On this server, which is Corona, it looks like it's not available very often, and it seems like when it does pop up, it's really expensive. So I've had this for like over a month. I wasn't 90 when I got it, I think is what happened. And I forgot about it. So I think I got it around like the 80s, like early 80s maybe. So we've got some stuff to do here. So of course I'm going to unlock this tome right now because I've got my health stone. But I've been talking about this for like episodes now, and I completely forgot. But someone literally, it was like, said you can't afford it in quotes question mark, and they showed a screenshot of me highlighting it in my bags, and I was like, what? And I like stared at this screenshot for a while, like there's no way. And then I looked a bit more. It's like, oh my gosh, that was Pandaria. So I was like, where is it? It must be my. So I literally made a bank here just so I could check my bank easier. Okay. Detour. Total detour time. The tome appears to be written in an ornate, sprawling script that seems to rise off the pages. It vaguely resembles demonic, but the symbols are far more elaborate than any you've ever seen. Perhaps one of your demonic companions can tell you more. Speak with your demonic minion to determine the origins of the tome. Let's get a demonic minion up. Oh, I never speak to Grimthick. Dismiss me. I wish to return to the void. What can you tell me about this tome? Words are not the way of the void. I do not know. It appears to connect two stars together. Fascinating. Determine the language of the tome. Okay. How do I possibly do that? Do I need a different demon to tell me more? Yeah? Sup, boss? What can you tell me about the tome? I have no idea. Okay. Maybe the succubus would know. It looks at you blankly. The Fellhunter just tilts its head and stares at you strangely. Clearly not the right one. The Felguard, but the Felguard knows. Hello, Master. What kind of service can I provide you today? What? You just want me to look at some dirty old tome? Ugh, how disappointing. This is the script of the Nathrazim, what you call Dreadlords. They rarely use it outside their home. Okay, that was fun. Glad I solved that first riddle by just figuring out into some different demons. I haven't looked up the quest, so I didn't spoil it. I've heard it's like the Mage Tower in Legion, but for warlocks, and you're supposed to do it closer to level 90 in terms of like the difficulty, so maybe by now it's going to be kind of an easy quest, but we'll find out. The Codex appears to be a powerful tome written in an ancient pre-demonic tongue. You strongly suspect this should be brought to the attention of the warlock trainers in your capital city. Return to your capital city and seek out a warlock trainer who may know more about the Codex. Bring the Codex to a warlock trainer in your capital city. Can I go to any capital city? Is that okay? I have to think, yeah. And the only way I know how do I even... So, hold on a sec. I think my capital city, I mean, I'm thinking about this, would be like Gilneas, right? But that's not a capital city, so I'm thinking any capital city is okay. Now here's the other dumb thing, which I always have this problem. How do I get to another continent from here? Right? I actually don't know how to leave this continent. Like my... I legitimately am not sure. One sec, I do want to change one thing. I know this is weird, but I like to get my... Maybe this is high. Okay, okay, how do we get out of here? What I want to do is find a portal, right? Or find a... But... So this should be where, like, Hellfire Peninsula would be at, right? I mean, like, the equivalent. Show where I can fly, but I can't fly over there, and it's gonna be a long run to go there. I want to, like, look this up, I think. I don't think I want to just run around forever. I think I just want to look it up and figure out how to get out of here. Is there anyone online in my guild right now? Let's see. Well, I'm going to pause the video here while I figure it out, and I'll come back and hopefully figure out the best route to get to a capital city. And we'll be back in a little, hopefully like a couple minutes and not like hours, but yeah, this is obviously a weirdly complicated thing for me. I should know this. How we got here through the Blasted Lands, the portal, the Dark Portal. But then we closed the Dark Portal, and but I assume there's like portal people outside of it that would maybe teleport us back, but I'm not sure. I'll figure this out. I'll be back. I figured it out. There was no one in my guild. I was being dumb. I was like, oh, I'll just ask guild, and then I looked and I was like, wait. As soon as I sent it, I was like, wait, how many people are in my online right now? Oh yeah, literally, I'm the only one. So I googled it and found out that there is because of once you get your keep to level 1 or 2 and do like the intro quest, basically, you get a flight path. There's no flight path yet, but the flight master will give you an option, like a dialogue you can click to go to Storm Shield. Apparently Storm Shield is kind of the big alliance city in Ashran, which I had never been to yet.
All's quiet, Commander.
I have a quest to turn in here. Just a second, pal. Can't you see I'm busy here? Commander, I didn't think you were actually going to show... welcome, Commander. Speak with Lieutenant Howell. Okay. Lieutenant Howell said you might be showing up. It's such an honor to meet you in person. The lieutenant is at the inn. I'll escort you over there. So anyway, let's go, let's turn in this quest while we're here. Apparently there's a portal here that'll take us to Stormwind, and I think that will take care of things. Let's check my mail. I feel so bad because someone mentioned to check my mailbox. So I told you that even Lord Metzen himself couldn't stop me from getting this for you. Happy anniversary, adventuring, and good luck on the final stretch to 110. Until then, make sure to do this before you get too overleveled. It's most fun closer to level 90. I need to return. So I need to return this because I don't need it, and I feel really bad. 'Cause I know this person in the comments are mentioning they're gonna like get on the server and sell pets to like get the gold to buy it and send it to me. So I need to return it. And thank you for sending it. I really do appreciate it, but I honestly literally don't need it. And I'm so sorry for wasting your time. I'm really sorry. I didn't realize I had that item, but thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it. Seriously. Like, I feel like legitimately bad that I was so forgetful that I had the item all along. Or at least for the last probably 15 levels I've been sitting on it in my bank. Okay, Commander Superlock. I'm so glad you can make it. It's a true honor, sir. I'm actually not going to do those quests right now. Like, I was just coming here to, get to a capital city. Is there a warlock trainer here? Actually, does that qualify for what I need? Let's check.
Can I help you?
Class. There's no class trainers here, right? Doesn't seem like it. Let's go to Stormwind. Let's go to Stormwind.
See you around.
Andromath's Rise. Okay, let's go check that out. I'm also gonna do the Call to Lar questline eventually. I'm not sure exactly when, but I'm probably high enough level now I might be able to. Definitely by like 100 I should be able to solo it all pretty easily. Portal to Stormwind. So let's go see if we can find how to do this quest. Oh, that's really bright. Hey, what's this? Corridor may speak with Nozdormu. We're not doing that today. Not today. What's this? Reader for the Dead Tongue. Okay, so this is the correct... What is this? Portal to Blast Lands. Okay, that's... I can hearth back to my garrison, so I'm not too worried about getting back. I was really concerned about how to get, to where I was originally going. Now, there should be the slaughtered lamb. Yeah, I was gonna say, I remember this from Vanilla. Being the warlock hanging out. Do I have any junk to vendor? No, I cleaned up my bags a bit in between episodes. It's been a while since I've been here. I don't know if I've ever been here on this tune. Alright. Sandal.
Well met.
Reader for the Dead Tongue. What? Where in the great dark did you find this? A Tale of 6 Masters. Read the first chapter of the Legacy of the Masters, okay? This book may just be the leverage we've been seeking. How familiar are you with the Council of the Black Harvest, SoupaSoka? I don't think I've ever heard of it. After Deathwing was defeated, 6 of the greatest warlocks gathered together to teach all warlocks advanced forms of magic stolen from our defeated foes. Take a look at the tome beside me.
Be careful.
Okay. Wait.
King's honor, friend.
I don't...
Go with honor, friend.
There it is. I was like, I don't see a tome here. Okay, there it is. What is he talking about? Okay. How many pages is this? Alright. Buckle up, folks. We're reading through this. Skip ahead. Maybe 4 minutes if you don't want to read it with me, but I feel like this quest is pretty cool, so I don't want to skip through things. Okay. Alright, read, pupil, and know that I am called Jubeka Shadowbreaker, and it is my duty to share some of the wisdom of our order with those who have the skill to read this document. After the fall of Deathwing, it was clear that the sorcery of the Warlocks was sorely lacking in bite when compared to the threats facing Azeroth. So our council of 6 Warlocks gathered to discuss how best to investigate the new magics witnessed by these threats. At first, the 6 of us refused to cooperate, tossing blame and bickering as easily as shadow bolts and curses. Finally, after several nights, the human Canrathod spoke out. In the wake of the cataclysm, the rising tensions between the Horde and the Alliance have driven the greatest heroes of Azeroth to train for war. Warriors have readied their war banners, the Death Knights of Akaris have learned to control the undead, and it is even said that mages are researching ways to undo time itself. The relentless darkness which bathed Azeroth has been pushed back. Cho'Gall is slain, and the remnants of the Twilight's Hammer's cult have been scattered. Ragnaros is defeated, and his armies forced back into the Firelands. Deathwing lies torn apart, and his Twilight Drakes obliterated. However, the powers that they commanded are not so easily forgotten. Powers untapped and ripe for the taking. In fact, among us now stand several who have faced their power firsthand, he said, pointing at a hooded figure across the room. A deep, sinister laugh echoed from the hood as it burst into flames and burned away to reveal the Orc enchanter, Ritson. It is true, Pinkskin, I was there when the Fire Lord was vanquished. The intensity of his flame was unlike anything you can imagine. The burning glow of Ritson's eyes cast eerie shadows over his burn-scarred face and thick, tusked grin. Untrue, sped a sharp, feminine voice. Shinfil, a blood elf adorned with sharp spikes of twilight elementium, glared across the table. Until you've been a prisoner within your own mind, you know nothing of horror. Shinfel's blood had been corrupted during the fight with Cho'Gall, and her arms were now covered in black marks left behind by the corruption that had erupted from her skin. The experience had only served to increase the intensity of her sadism. Shinfel continued. Even the Fire Lord's flames were overshadowed by the raw chaos unleashed by the Destroyer. She paused a moment and glanced to the Worgen, who remained eerily silent. Zinin had been present when Deathwing was unmade and had not spoken a word since. Zinin's eyes narrowed for a moment, then snarled at Ritson. Canrathod stood up from the table and took a deep breath. This is exactly why we are here. I have no love for any of you. But we have each bore witness to pieces of even greater power. Imagine if we fused the molten fury of the Firelands with the unstoppable chaos of Deathwing. Even the powers of the Burning Legion could not hold a candle to our flames. Ritson kicked his boots upon the table and snickered. And just who would do this? You? He spat. I think not. You haven't been seen in battle since the siege of the Black Temple. If it weren't for having shared the secrets of Illidan's transformation with this council, I would kill you just for having the audacity of summoning me. Canrathod's lips pursed for a moment, but he relaxed and continued. No, the scope of this task exceeds the capabilities of any single member here. I propose this council split into pairs. Ritson and Zinnin would lead a group into Sulfuras. Similarly, Shinfel and Zelifrax would hunt down the remaining members of the Twilight's Hammer cult and persuade them to share what they learned. The pock-faced gnome applauded with mirthful glee. Canrathod continued, Then we return 1 year from now and take the results of our expeditions back to our own sects, more powerful than we could have been alone. Ritson frowned as he saw the greed drawn out in the humans' words dance across the council's faces. And what would keep us from simply killing our partner in their sleep once it was a success? Canrathod's brow furrowed, and he growled. Which is why we swear that if any member of this council breaks the contract and fails to return, or returns alone, the others shall strike down and banish their souls forever. We either succeed together or die alone. Ritson was a powerful warlock, and could probably defeat Canrathod by himself. But against all 5 of us, we all saw his hesitation. We all let our hands drift toward our scrolls and weapons. Fine, Ritson reluctantly agreed. I can play along with your fool's errand, but first I must know, where will you and that miserable Forsaken Jubeka be going? Me? Spoke Canrathod with a wicked grin. Why, I'm returning. To Outland. Okay, cool, so we got the story set up. So we got the 6 warlocks out and about. And they seem pretty powerful. You are now ready to learn more. Supalock, take this, the Journal of Jubeka Shadowbreaker. Read the journal and use information contained within to track down where she went. Find her soul stones and use them to locate her.
Be careful.
Well, we are going everywhere for this. This is all in Outland, apparently. Oh my gosh. This is going to be a huge quest. Okay, in this document, so is this going to be a reading episode? It might be. This is going to be a huge detour from leveling, but I'm perfectly okay with this. If you'd like to see me ding, skip ahead a few episodes, because this is going to be very long. Now, I think I may start heading to the Outlands. We'll read these things, but I think it makes sense to... So really we're collecting Hellfire, Nether Storm Blade Edge, and Shadow Moon fragments. Okay. So where are the portals? I forget in Stormwind. It's over here by the Mage Quarter, right? I mean, that would make the most sense. I want to find a guard and ask.
King's honor, friend.
Yeah.
For the Alliance.
So what I think I'll do is get over there. So are they up here? I'm trying to remember how I go to... Is it the portal? Blasted Lands? I guess that makes sense. I go to Blasted Lands and take the portal to the Outlands. But I want to check something quick. Were there portals up here? This is the one I want. Okay, Hellfire Peninsula. Let's... I assume it's where I need to be going. I really hope so. But we'll read more. And there's a portal back to Stormwind from here, right? Right, okay. Okay, apparently this is the right area, roughly speaking. So let's start reading. Let's read the first part of this quest. I don't want to read everything yet because I'm going to forget it anyway if I just... Okay, so I'm going to go bit by bit. Jubeka's Journal. This document contains the daily journal of one of the Master Warlock trainers. The pages are filled with random notes and occasional drawing of an imp's internal organs and the occasional tidbit on the preferred diet of fell hunters. Near the end, an entry catches your eye. Okay, we're roughly in the area we need to be. It has been nearly 2 weeks since Canrathod and I arrived in Outland. Almost immediately afterwards, he departed for Shadowmoon Valley. I didn't bother to ask why, as long as he doesn't get himself killed. My research here in this dusty wasteland continues as drudgingly expected. While the Legion's onslaught has subsided, a number of the rarer demon specimens remain. The fell imps of Fellspark Ravine. Where is that? Okay, I have a feeling I need to go to Fellspark Ravine. The fell imps of Fellspark Ravine and Hellfire are remarkably chatty. I've discovered that they're just as easy to contract into service as their names are to learn. The ritual to summon one is trivial at best. Void Lords are rather difficult to stumble across, but it takes very little persuading to convince one to divulge the name of a rival lord. I have wondered once or twice if Kenrathod will ever return, but in the end it doesn't actually matter. The council can put me to death so long as my grimoires last, so will my legacy. Oh my gosh, how do I... So this is in Netherstorm. Wrath Guards. So I need to find maybe imps? I have no idea where these things are going to be. Mission complete. I've been doing a lot of Legion app missions to get a lot of rep on my rogue. So, the ravine. Where is Fellfire Ravine? What if I do this? Hold on a sec. Okay, I just trying to... How do I can I untrick quest that, right? Okay, that doesn't change it. I'm trying to hide the map. There we go. I just want to kind of get a Felf. Right, none of this looks like what I would call Fellfire Ravine. It's not labeled on the map. So there's imps and... But I mean, this is kind of a ravine here. And... Let's show this. What is this? Cold. You sense a soulstone somewhere within this zone. Ah. Will this warm up as I get closer to it? We're playing like hot and cold. I got a whisper over here. Let me reply real quick. Thanks for watching. I'll let you know if I ever need anything. Okay, now it says I'm not even cold anymore. Is Fellfire Ravine up here to the north? I don't know if this is going to change. It seems like it disappears when I leave this path. Maybe I need to go south. Maybe south. There are a lot of demons down here, aren't there? Like, warm. Okay. I remember thinking there's a lot of demons in this general area. There's some imps. I wonder if it's going to go to hot. This could take, like, days of me doing this quest, like, legitimately. Hold on a sec. I've got some things to do here. Alright. That I don't know if you recall me fighting the Fell Reaver once at when I was out here at like the earlier levels. I had some vengeance. Okay, cold. Warm. Cold. Why is this warm? If I go down, it goes cold again, right? Cold. Okay. So it seems like this is kind of the way to go. Warm. And if I go... I don't see anything along here. Cold. I'm still... Okay, if I go east, warm. But I think I need to go north. Okay, here's some imps. Let's just do this. I'm just going to kill a few and see if they drop anything. I wonder if warm is as good as it gets. There are a lot of imps around here. I would think it would tell me something, you know, like when I click on them, like it would say, oh hey, this is... Let's put my pets on attack. These guys should all be pretty easy to kill. Okay, bunch of gear, but a dread collar. Hot. This is feeling pretty good. So I don't know if it's the right spot or not, but this seems like, and I don't know if I need to be killed. Wait, hold on. What is that? Is that? Oh, I just. Oh man, what the heck? Hellfire. This is probably not. The Fellweed has nothing to do with it, does it? I saw that Fellweed on the thing here, and I was psyched. In this area. I doubt these guys have anything I need, but sure. Now what am I looking for here? This is like roughly the right spot. If I go up, if I go over this way, okay, I'm cold. If I go back here, I'm hot. If I go up here, cold. Well, not cold, warm. If I go south, wait, there it is. I see it. Soulstone Fragment. I wonder if that always is just there. Okay, I've got one. Wait, did I get it? What just happened when I looted that? Apparently I have it, but I don't see it in my inventory, but it says I've looted it. So, Hellfire Fragment. There it is. Okay. Why do I not see this in my quest items anywhere? Is it considered like a... Like... I don't know. Apparently I have it though. Whatever. I trust that. Okay. Netherstorm, Blade's Edge. So let's go to Shadowmoon Fragment. Let's go to Shadowmoon. Let's go to Shadowmoon. Then we'll come back up Netherstorm, Blade's Edge. Okay, so alright, let's just head down there. I can read as we're moving. Where'd my book go? I guess Legacy of the Masters, Arcane Tome, Journal. Jebecca's Journal. I read this, okay. That's Netherstorm. Maybe I should do Netherstorm. Stay in order of the book. Let's do that. Why not? Okay. Oh, by the way, I do have music. Like, I do listen. Someone was asking the other day if I play the game on, like, mute. But no, I honestly, my earbuds, one of them broke. My right earbud broke. So I used to listen on my right ear. It literally broke. So now my left one's the only one that works. So I like listening just to one at a time anyway, because if I have both in, it sounds muffled when I talk, and I need to hear myself, I feel like, to talk at the right volume. So I like having only one earbud in. But let's read more of Jebecca's Journal. While examining the nauseating ruins of Faralan today in Netherstorm, I was ambushed by a race of floating eyeball squids. Calling themselves observers, they were unexpectedly intelligent. They expressed a desire to bear witness to all forms of magic and willingly offered their service in exchange for the opportunity to consume new forms of magic. The ritual to summon an observer is unexpectedly complex. While natives of the great dark beyond, they are highly migratory. Let me check the map. They are highly migratory, and the summoning ritual must compensate for their travels. Without their willing assistance, summoning an observer would be nearly impossible. Kenrithad returned, looking incredibly grim. Considering his undisciplined technique, it should be no surprise that his research has been less than successful. I'm ready to attempt the binding of a higher order member of the Burning Legion, but I dare not attempt the ritual alone. In fact, perhaps Kenrithad would prove the perfect test subject. Well, that's getting kind of scary. Okay, so the quest is not too bad. It does give you some guidance thanks to the map telling us, it's in this area roughly. And then the hot and cold thing is significantly helpful. I have no idea how long this quest is, but at least we're getting some experience. I'm not so far out-leveled from it that it's completely worthless, but we're going to be working on this for a while. Like, I have a feeling it's a long quest line, and thank goodness for flying, because this would be actually really painful. I could fly everywhere, but I just flew right through that. It's also giving me an opportunity to see some of the old zones. I never really explored, I literally never came to Netherstorm when I was leveling on this two, and I think I leveled in here, Hellfire, and I went straight to Terrakar, and did a little bit in Shadow Moon, and that was like the extent of my leveling. I think that took care of it. Gotta return my garrison for that quest. Alright, so I bet it's on this island. I have a bet that it's on this one. Internally, I'm betting that it's on this one. Let's fly around and look for our hot and cold tracker. I don't remember Netherstorm very well from back when I was here in retail, or like launch Burning Crusade. Pretty cool looking place, but I didn't spend a lot of time here. I don't see any hot or cold tracking popping up yet, so maybe it's over on this side. I thought flying through here would get like at least the cold one would pop up, but so we're looking for a fragment again. Okay, cold. So we're probably going the right direction now. How do I... Can I go with this? Or is it like a hard shield? We'll find out in a second. That was not like Truman going through the wall. Not at all. Okay, hold on. Let's go. We're cold again, so let's maybe check up here. Warm. Okay, so I bet it's up on this platform somewhere. Hot. Okay. So I bet it's... There it is. That was so fast. Wow. Getting good at this. It's like, I bet it's right around here. Oh, hey, it's Rebecca. It's actually really cool seeing these. How should I know? Observers are kind of weird. Also, this is kind of terrifying. Okay, so let's head west towards Blade's Edge. Apparently we have one over here somewhere. Wait. It's actually saying the next one is down there. I don't know if there's an order to these. Let's go check out Blade's Edge. I don't know. Can you read this? Okay. Remarkable. My first attempt to summon a higher order member of the Legion failed as spectacularly as planned. The Shivara broke free almost instantly after Kenrithad had completed the ritual. I expected the frail human to be struck down while I banished the creature. Instead, In the instant that the Shavara's razor-sharp blade sliced through the air, Kenrathod's form shifted, and the blades bounced as if striking stone. Unlike the typical form of metamorphosis, he did not complete the demonic transformation. Perhaps his research has been more successful than I expected. Alright, we're on page 7. You know, I think I'm going to have to stop today's episode shortly. I need to get going with my day. But let's wander over to Blade's Edge real quick. And get in position for next episode. Next episode I'll do is fly kind of in a zigzag pattern. Maybe easterly, westerly like this. And see if we can't find whatever we need in Blade's Edge. Blade's Edge memory. Maybe it's... yeah, I don't know. I assume it's here. But I could be wrong. But I'll fly kind of around west to east and kind of make a zigzag downwards. And then if I don't see any hot or cold thing pop up by the time we zigzag through this, when we get down here, we'll go to another Shadow Moon Valley and do this one. Maybe this one needs to be done first? I don't see... I'm kind of anxious about not seeing a highlight here. So I'm not sure, but... so let's go to this corner. I'll stop once I get up here. We'll call it a day. I'm really excited to do this quest. I think... yeah, I'm really excited to see how this goes. Sounds like a very... this quest line, I should say. This very long quest line, presumably. Actually, like I said, I haven't looked it up. I have no idea how long it is. But my imagination tells me that this is not going to be done just from seeking the soul stones. So, there's got to be more to it than this. Let's check out this corner. And then we'll call it a day. Blade's Edge Mountains. What a cool zone. Ravenswood. Ravenswood, I think, was the name of a TV show that lasted for 8 episodes, 13 episodes on ABC Family, what was formerly ABC Family and is now known as Freeform. Is it Ravenswood? I think it's called Ravenswood. It was a garbage TV show. I watched 2 episodes and couldn't take it. And it was a spin-off of the TV show Pretty Little Liars, which I have watched and guilty pleasure enjoyed, and like fun to have on in the background when I'm not really paying close attention to it type of way. But okay, so let's call it a day here. But we're gonna mosey next time back and forth, see if we can find anything. Then we'll head to Shadow Moon if we don't see anything here, with the assumption that we need to do the Shadow Moon Valley fragment first. Anyway, a little bit shorter of an episode, but bear with me for a while. We're gonna be doing a lot of Warlock sidetrack side quest stuff for a while. But once we finish this quest up completely and get our green flame completed, we will head back to our garrison and once again work on normal leveling stuff to do. But anyway, it's a good spot to stop as any, I think. Some cool dead dragons. That is all for today, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.